Live from the planet Lotron. Would you want to drop your phone?
They don't even know that.
They know it now. Thomas Game Podcast, episode 45. 45? Is it 45?
No, last week was 45.
46. 46. That's what she's here for. Keep things in order sometimes. You gotta look at me like that. You don't.
Can you introduce me, please?
I introduce me first. I don't like your attitude. I go by the name of
DJ Realm Life.
I ain't showing off. And yeah, she here.
You know my name. It's just Tiffany. You know my name. It's just Tiffany.
Huh.
You know my name. It's just Tiffany. That's what we doing?
That's what we doing.
So we got company tonight, so we want to show out since we got company.
Episode, what is it, 46?
It's episode 46.
46. And we have a guest, well, I don't know what you want to call yourself.
Sasha.
Sasha's in the house. That ain't her damn name, but Sasha.
That's her ego.
Okay, yeah, sure. How you doing this evening, Sasha? I'm gonna start with you first.
Call her Sasha the
Yeah.
whole
Doing
night.
wonderful with these Cinco de Mayo drinks flowing.
Yes,
go.
happy Cinco de Mayo.
All my peoples out there everywhere. Little Havana, Mexico, Cuba, everywhere. That's where they celebrate at?
No.
Oh,
I think it's Mexico.
Mexico. My bad. I can admit when
I
I'm
don't know
wrong.
what Cinco de Mayo is for, but
Yeah.
It's for tequila and margaritas. That's what it's for.
Shout out to all the
that's so
peoples.
ignorant, but Cinco de Mayo
That's
to
just
all the
bad.
Mexicans.
All the Mexicans out there. How you doing this evening, dear? Besides
I'm
you.
doing good. I think this tequila got y'all tripping.
So if we say anything inappropriate, just forgive us.
I need to confirm the meaning of Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, you do that. You do that.
Now look at her. She got to be all politically correct.
You know what I'm saying? Of
half
course,
Mexican.
man, everybody
God.
get those
We
likes
get full
up.
of it tonight.
Get those likes up and go ahead and subscribe. YouTube. Also check us out on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, man. Yeah. We're going to do it like that. Ooh, excuse me.
Okay, Cinco de Mayo is a
What is
holiday that celebrates the date of the Mexican Army's May
Speaking to the mic.
5th, 1862 victory over France at the Battle of Puebla during the Mexico-Franco War.
Okay,
All right, and that's our history
Sasha,
lesson.
our research department.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. So shout out to Mexico again.
All right. All I know is tequila.
That's it.
All
So
right.
what we want to get into first, man.
Well, let's follow up from last week's podcast. That was an interesting podcast. So if you guys have not checked it out, please go to YouTube, Spotify, wherever you listen to us at.
And what's the name of it
listen to
again? What's the name of the episode?
A closed mouth don't get head.
That's right. Not at all.
Don't ask how we came up with that title. So the whole thing, we can go on for hours with this conversation, but the whole
We're
thing,
gonna make it brief.
Yeah, we're gonna make it brief. But since we have our guest, we're gonna ask Sasha, whose fault is it if the man is not pleasing the woman?
Uh-oh.
Because we had a conversation, and
Yeah.
I want to retract my statement after the conversation.
Why you gotta
me and her
retract it?
had.
Stand by what you say. 10 toes.
Yeah, but it was a good point.
10 toes down.
But
Good
we had a
point.
conversation,
Okay.
and I
Oh, okay.
told Tiffany, what if the man is a minute man? That has nothing to do with the woman.
A minute man cannot please you.
Or he can't get it up.
Yeah, a minute man can't. That's the
Wait.
question. Can he please her?
Wait a
If
minute,
he's a
so-
minute man, can he please her?
Wait a minute. Is it that he's a minute man or he can't get it up? Which one?
Well, the question was
Both of them are tragic.
seriously.
I mean, I know
Lord
Trina
have mercy.
said if he can't beat it up,
Eat it up.
eat it up,
Okay.
put a cherry on top, whip
But-
cream it up.
Hey, I don't know a minute man. Break me off.
That has
Okay.
nothing to do with the woman.
Yeah, that's true.
A minute man does. And let me tell you why.
It ain't
Not
that
all.
Let
good.
me tell you.
It ain't
It
that good,
is.
not
That
for
mean
all.
that box is fire. That's what it means.
Not all
No.
cases.
That's what it means.
That mean that dick is broke.
Oh man.
Womp, womp, womp.
Oh Lord. What?
That has nothing to do with
Yeah,
her.
you
But
can't.
that's a
you
different-
can't please somebody if you're only in it for a minute. You can't.
That's
No.
what it mean. Like that thing is fire.
No.
It is. That's
No.
what it mean.
Well, regardless of what it means,
They couldn't
it
contain
still
themselves.
doesn't change the fact that you can't please a woman if it's a minute.
He's a minute man all the time. Is that possible?
Yeah.
That could be possible.
It
It'd be
is?
possible. It's something going wrong in there.
That could be her though.
No.
He a minute man with every
He
woman.
needs to go to the
How do
doctor.
you know that? How do you know he's a minute man with every woman?
Cause we
Because
just
he
know.
ain't look surprised.
So what do y'all do?
You know the number one sign when they admit it, man, they say,
What?
damn. Damn. What you mean, damn? You knew this was coming.
Right. They say, well, wait. And then I'll take care of you. I promise you I will.
Oh, Lord.
You don't have to do nothing.
You write out these bills.
They start having other alternatives.
Come on. They know.
They know.
Your phone bill, dude. I'll take care of that. I know I messed up this time.
Oh, it's more than a phone bill. Let me say, you getting Range Rovers, you getting a house.
What the hell?
You need to pay these big bills.
They
Not
white?
no water bill.
No, they black. It's black and white. They don't discriminate.
I mean, you got to compensate from somewhere.
Oh, Lord.
You ain't got that. That's why these no good dogs have the best.
The best what?
The best dick.
Okay.
The best Peter
Peter Winkle.
Okay.
Right? And they ain't doing nothing. Because he done laid her out. She can't even think straight.
Yeah. They ain't
But
offering shit.
Mr. 1 minute man.
He
got to go over and beyond because he got to compensate. Overcompensate for his disability.
So what do you do? Being that he could take care of you financially,
At this
but he
point
can't.
at this juncture in my life,
Okay.
I'll take the bag.
Right.
You take the bag? I'm not hitting no buttons on
broke.
that. You tired of being broke?
Tired of struggling.
Tired of struggling.
It's real out here.
I would love
You'll
a
take the
little
bag.
help. I mean,
So that's why I say I will retract my statement, because before I was saying this on the woman because she may not know how to get it.
That's still true.
yeah, but
That's still true.
He's not even giving you time to get it if he's a minute man.
That's
so
a different
not-
scenario.
we might
though.
need to go to the doctor and figure out what his issue
Maybe
is.
get a blue diamond or something, or Viagra or
Yeah,
something.
maybe his
you know
blood
what I'm saying?
pressure high.
Get your Cialis. Get you something. No, but
You know what?
that's
He
a,
might have high blood pressure.
Cut her mic off.
that's a,
Cut it off.
high blood pressure.
Cut it off.
But that's just a different scenario, you know.
But it's something to consider.
Yeah, I think all that stuff is something to consider.
But I think all in all, that's an uncomfortable conversation for anybody, whether you've been with somebody a year or 10 years, because you don't know. I mean, that might hurt somebody's ego.
Right.
I think if a man came and told me,
That'll crush you. Yeah, that'll crush you.
I mean,
And they out there.
even I know it come from a good place.
Yeah.
It's still, you know.
So let me ask you now, how he tells you, would that make a difference?
I wouldn't care if he was nice as all outdoors. Nobody don't want to hear that.
Nobody
wants
nobody.
to hear
There's
that.
no good way of saying
There's
it.
no-
It really
not.
isn't. Yeah.
What if you just, tell them what you like, as opposed to don't say what you don't like or that you're not performing well. Say, you know what? I like this. Let's try this. Kind of direct him to that spot instead of just coming out saying,
I don't think that'll work because you still want what you want.
Yeah.
That's just one thing that you like, but there's other things that you like. So you just say, hey, I
You
like
just
this.
don't lay it all out on the table.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, and then
Why not?
what if it's something, okay, like the man might be a minute man. The woman might have dry cooter.
Right. I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm telling you. Man. That's not good,
they
man.
got lubricants for that, though.
Yeah, that's true, but it ain't the same.
It's not.
No, it's not. Oh,
You got to be
I mean,
naturally.
that's depressing.
Yeah, that's not
What
good.
do you do?
what that mouth do?
Something got to give. Something got to
Gotta
give. Man.
I mean, I feel like you can make it work. I mean, for us, we can make something. We can emphasize a little bit. We can use a nipple. We can use, anything.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily have to be the the penis.
Yeah,
So,
but I think it causes depression. Bad.
I mean, if it's
It could.
you're making it a constant issue. It could.
Bad box too. That can lead to depression. I'm
So
telling
he
you.
said
Suicidal.
last week. What?
Yeah.
He
Drug
said
problems,
last
alcoholism.
week, if the girl is just laying there, then it's whack.
Yeah.
Because
That's true.
he's doing all the work. Yeah. No, I get that.
That's true. Same thing with a
Some
guy.
men are into that.
What, a woman just laying there?
Yeah.
What man? What, a dead man? Who's into that? There's no man.
Well, some men, what if it's the man like to take
It's
control?
one person. He's currently incarcerated, and he's all right with it. Okay, I'm not gonna say his name,
Oh boy.
but he's been okay
Don't
with
say
it.
no names.
Yeah, please don't say no name. He's okay with a woman just laying there not doing anything.
Yes, he's America's father.
You know what?
Okay, I don't know
Don't
what that
do
is.
that.
Yeah.
Cosby.
Oh
Bill.
no. We're not doing that. No.
But interesting. I had a conversation. I think I was in college, or maybe even in high school, and I went to school with this girl. She was from Bangladesh.
You talking about sex in high school? Oh my god.
I don't remember what it was.
Oh.
But like in science class, you talk about sex. And the girl made a comment. She was from Bangladesh, and I guess they do like arranged marriages. And she said they are not, sex is not supposed to be for pleasure. It's for procreation. I mean, not for the woman. So I'm assuming
so
that
they
the
only
woman
have sex when they're making a baby?
Yeah, or it's not designed for the woman to be pleasured. That's why in some of these African countries they do like the female castration, where they remove the woman's basic genitalia or whatever.
Yeah,
she not gonna get no, she not gonna get no sensation, no pleasure. So I think some civilizations don't care about the woman getting hers.
Well, come to America, honey.
So y'all, it need to be less complaining in the U.S. after hearing that. Y'all better be happy with what y'all can get.
Man,
a 1 minute man, a finger bang, or whatever.
A finger. Oh my
God. You better be happy with that.
What if he got short, stubby fingers?
Damn, he just messed up there.
Or dirty nails.
Go get a tool.
Oh God, you got all kind of
wash your hands and get a toy or something. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of
and there's toys. That is true. There's toys. If he's a Minuteman, I guess he would have to be.
How long that's gonna last? Though?
It ain't the same.
Yeah.
But if he's a Minuteman, what choice you have?
Hold on, baby. Let's get the toy.
No, you better already have that laid out. You better already have that laid out because that is awkward. That's just
come on, little Johnny. Come on.
You can't call him little Johnny.
So people listen, if you haven't checked out that episode, please check it out. Episode 45.
Closed mouth don't get hit.
Not at all. And leave your comments on there. Let us know what you think, man.
Yeah, please, because this conversation can go on forever.
Yes, it can.
All right. So off that, man.
Talking to the mic, too.
I'm talking into the mic.
Oh, you gotta get an attitude, man.
So you gonna hit me?
Oh, Lord.
I'm not a witness.
You run through to beat me?
I'm joking. Let's get into the Steve Harvey. You know what? I meant to watch the full thing, and I really did.
Yo, let me see if I can find
clips of it.
I just want to play that clip. I wonder can I find it?
The comment that he made.
Yeah, let me see if I can find that clip right quick, man.
But was he basically saying men and women can't be friends because of the sexual attraction between them?
Yeah, that's basically.
I think he said, men are waiting on that door to open.
Yeah.
So they can slide in and get their shot.
Yeah, that's
their friends.
With their friends.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Well, we did post it. We posted it on our story, and it was 50-50. 50% agreed and 50% disagreed with that.
Wow. Let me see if I can. I got it up here. Let me see if I can just play it really, really quickly. Yeah. So let me see. There we go. I'm gonna let you guys go first, but
play it first.
I'm incapable of that.
Why? What do you mean?
Well, because come on.
Because you have a wife.
Well, I have a wife, and I don't really have female friends because look. Okay, let's get rid of this myth right here. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. Let's get rid of this right here. You're an attractive woman. There's some guy somewhere saying, "Yeah, we're friends." No, that's not true. He's your friend only because you have made it absolutely clear that nothing else is happening except this friendship we have. We remain your friends in hopes that one day there'll be a crack in the door, a chink in the armor. And trust and believe that guy that you think is just your buddy, he will slide in that crack the moment he gets the opportunity.
Because we're guys. Men think this way?
99.9% of us think that way.
99.9%. Don't do that. Don't do that.
So, what do you guys think?
Sasha, go ahead. Go
is
first.
It a such thing as a platonic relationship with the opposite sex?
I voted no.
You voted no?
I voted
so you
no.
agree with
I agree
Steve
with
Harvey.
him.
Okay.
Explain.
Well, I think let me give my full disclosure.
Okay.
I think as single people, you can.
Okay.
And I think once one of the parties get into a relationship, let me just say for the woman gets into a relationship, I think the dynamics of her friendship with that man is gonna change.
Right.
Okay.
Because at some point that man is not gonna want his woman on the phone late night, as friends do, chit chatting, and eventually that relationship, it may not 100% dissolve, but it's gonna over time decrease.
Okay.
Right. So that's why I say no. I don't think it's because necessarily the man is waiting on his time to
being a creep, pretty much what he
being a
said.
creep.
Yeah.
I think it's just evolution. Like over time, it's gonna change. Either party, even if he get a girlfriend, no woman ain't gonna be comfortable. Well, most women not gonna be comfortable with they man on the phone hanging out as friends with this woman.
Right.
So.
I have to agree with that because to me, it all depends on what you consider a friendship. You know what I mean? Like with my friends, I can call them anytime. We go on trips. You know what I mean?
Girlfriends, she's talking about.
Yeah.
Right, girlfriend.
Yeah, we had to make that clear.
Yeah.
My homegirls, yes.
Yeah.
So I can't do that since I'm in a marriage, a relationship. I would not do that with someone of the opposite sex.
Yeah,
he would be more,
yeah.
so, I just wouldn't, and we wouldn't be talking throughout the night and stuff like that. He would just be somebody maybe I talk to every now and then, message, hey, how you doing, whatever. But the friendship part is not going to be the same.
Yeah, I think it's a difference between being friends and friendly. I see we chit chat. I'm friendly with Jarrell, but I ain't got his phone number. I ain't calling him to chit chat with him.
Right.
If I needed DJ services, I'm gonna call Tiffany.
Out of respect.
And Tiffany will reach out to you. I do it with my own brother-in-law. If I want something, I call my sister to reach. Even though I got my brother-in-law number, but I call my sister.
But you know what though? But that's respectful. But that's your brother-in-law. So even if you wanted to call him, I wouldn't see a problem.
It's not a problem. But I still, for certain things, I call my sister. Yeah. I don't know if you watch this show, Married at First Sight, right?
Nah, I hear a lot about it.
But it's a couple on there. I can't remember their name. But the girl, the female in the relationship, she has two best friends who are guys. She would get, she go party, she get drunk, she go stay the night at the house. So her new husband was like, she made a comment, they're like my two gay best friends. So the husband said,
were they gay?
Are they gay? She said, well, no.
Shit, okay.
And she drunk too?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
so he told her, I don't feel comfortable with you doing something like that. And she's like, but, they're just my friends. And he's like, and you drunk, you don't know what may happen.
Fuck that.
But
Fuck
she saw
drunk.
nothing.
You're not staying the night with two straight guys.
Yeah.
She absolutely saw nothing wrong with it. So I guess it is people who out there who think that's okay.
I agree with both of y'all certain points, and I don't agree with Steve a lot at all.
Because you don't like Steve.
Yeah, I don't.
You're being biased.
No. But like I said, I agree with some of the stuff he said. Some. I disagree when he says it's 99.9%.
Yeah.
I disagree with him saying all men and that they're waiting for a crack to open. There are guys like that. Yeah. Let's keep it a buck. There are guys like that. All guys, no. You are able to have a friendship with the opposite sex. You are. I agree. Once you get into a serious relationship, it diffuses. It dissolves. Like it disappears. You know what I'm saying? But it's people that you could do business with, where your relationship is just strictly business from the opposite sex. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's people
that's business. That's not really a friendship.
But it could be a friendship. You know what I'm saying? It's just a relationship probably turned into business, or it might have been business first and then turned into a friendship.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then you have situations where you might have known this person for a long time. You know what I mean? Like I used to, I don't have it anymore. I used to have girls as friends.
Yeah.
And it's always for a man, it's always one or two that you just don't touch.
Right.
Like you just see them as a homeboy. And then
as a homeboy.
You do. Because you know them. They'll tell you the stuff.
Oh, they like a sister. I told you, Tiffany, a long time ago, I don't buy that when the men say, oh, she like my sister. If she did not come out your mama cooter or your daddy nutsack, that is not your sibling. I don't care if you played in the sandbox.
But then you tell me one time before me, you was in a relationship before me. I have to say that. You had a friendship with a girl, and when you was in your relationship, it just went left because of the relationship. But why?
Because that other person did not like it.
Yeah.
And I know this person for a long time.
But was there any lines crossed?
Never. And I know this person for a long time. It was to the point where dudes used to be like, yo, you ain't hit that? She bad.
Yeah.
It's like, no, like once, like with me, if I hear somebody tell me stuff, how they treat somebody else, I ain't gonna mess with you. I know you too well.
Okay, well maybe you that 1%.
Ain't the 1%. It's like that.
Maybe
I think
it's like that.
People, I don't think they intentionally cross the line, but it be an exchange of like problems. Like, okay, a man and a female friends, and then you start talking about your bad relationship. Now they start talking about their bad relationship, and then y'all find this commonality, and they're vulnerable.
That kind of guy may or may not have been waiting on that. Yeah. Sometimes it just naturally happens where both of y'all messed up and vulnerable, and then y'all connect because y'all known each other for a long time. That's not always the case. You have some guys who've been waiting on that for years. Some women as well.
I just had a conversation with my coworker who had it with her. You know, she's told me something about her son, and she said her son had a female friend who came out and told the son, like, I've been waiting on you to break up with your woman, you know, because I knew she was gonna mess up and I was gonna slide in there.
It's real.
Yeah.
Like, we're not gonna act like it's.
Now, was she the reason he broke up with the girl?
No, that was.
Because sometimes I'm telling you, these old bitter bitches, when they see, they don't want you until you get into a relationship. So y'all could be friends, and she may not even look at you twice. But the minute you get into the relationship and she sees how you treat your girl, then it changes. Yeah. And even for me, like, I'm not trying to sound conceited at all, but every guy friend that I've had always hit me with the famous line, man, it'll be crazy if me and you kind of, you know,
it was testing
so it's like, so it's like, that's why I kind of understand Steve. I may not agree with him 100%, you know, because I don't feel like that's the case for everybody. Yeah. But I understand his point.
He said something else that I didn't agree with. I'm going to see if I can see him say it right quick. It was something else he said that I didn't agree with.
Oh, Steve Harvey said a whole lot of tomfoolery.
This is what he said. Yeah, he does. I'm glad I'm not the only one that
I like Steve Harvey.
This is what
he's all right.
This is what I didn't like. He said because you're attractive. Just because you're attracted to somebody doesn't mean you want to get with them.
Wait, because you're attractive?
Yeah. He told the woman, you're attractive.
There's some ugly men and ugly women out here.
So what does that mean?
I'm just saying. So what? Nobody's thinking about crossing the line with the ugly people?
It don't matter if you don't see them. You could find your friend attractive, but doesn't mean you want to get with them. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
It don't matter. So
Steve Harvey, I don't know who made him the expert. I guess he's a self-proclaimed expert.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He can't tell me how to get out of a box.
That's what I think about Steve Harvey. Shut up! That's what I think about him.
Yeah,
you know, you was inspired by that voice.
Yeah, you was. Your voice is actually supposed to be on one of these buttons.
You said it on. I don't remember what podcast we had you on, but you had said it. Yeah. And Jarrell thought that was the funniest thing, so he wanted to get that voiceover.
Yeah. So,
but
boo to Steve Harvey and all his.
I think he's a funny comedian. I mean, that's all that I can say about him.
He do all right there, but I mean, as far as like giving people relationship expert, advice, he can keep it.
Yeah, and then, damn, what I was gonna say?
It's real preachy.
This is the thing too. Women created the friend zone.
Yeah.
So it's like once you put that there, the guy ain't gonna try you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because unless he's just a persistent bastard, we gonna keep trying.
Some guys will.
But that once you put a guy in the friend zone, he can be like, all right.
I think you gotta watch the conversations you have. Because I think if you remotely give off something sexual,
they gonna think
I see the light.
Oh yeah, you're right about that.
But at 99%, that's not happening. Because when you say stuff like that, you give women an impression that that's all guys think about, and that's not true. Yeah,
because he made it seem like it was something that men just can't control.
Yeah, like just because
I don't agree.
Just because you weak don't mean every man in the world is weak. Like some of us.
But I don't believe that. I don't believe Steve Harvey don't have female friends.
For the business that he has, I'm sure he has female friends. I'm sure he has a female stylist.
Yeah. Like, so it's like, what does he consider a friend? Because for him to make that statement is almost unless
like
he's just you don't have.
He
friends.
Probably be friendly with women, but he probably don't have friends because he got a bad track record. So I don't think that woman is probably Marjorie is probably. I mean, he probably has business relationships with women.
Marjorie don't give a damn. Marjorie is living the.
I don't know. She look like she don't play the radio.
She don't. Unless you just consider that just business.
Yeah.
And not friends.
Yeah.
But if you think that way, then you should have all guys working around you. Then if you
he's
that
not
weak,
doing that.
okay. Then so what you're saying is
maybe he wasn't talking about himself.
Yeah, he probably don't even have.
He
no
was.
Friends.
You don't think he got no friends?
No, he was talking about himself.
He ain't got no friends.
That man got friends.
I'm gonna tell you. Well, he ain't friends with his staff because he said it one time. Like he don't even be friendly with his staff.
He did say that. So maybe
he coming there to work.
He did say that.
He coming there. Ain't no.
He said
not with anybody.
He said
no.
He said he did not want nobody talking to him. When he go in the break room, he wanted nobody talking to him.
Full of shit.
That's what he said.
That's
though.
what he said.
He said it.
He full of it.
He said it. So that's my thing. Like, don't just because you weak, don't make it seem like all men care about sex because we don't.
I think his track record has made him think the way he is. Like he can't be friends with women, and his wife don't probably allow. Right. Yes, I think his wife probably don't allow him to be friends with women because she know from his past that he crossed them lines.
And maybe your daughter can't have no guy friends.
Don't get started on her.
That's why, because she a bird.
She
and
got
she got high
friends.
mileage.
She got plenty friends.
She got
that's what
got father-son friends. Ain't nothing wrong with that girl. Do your thing. Let it all hang out. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he's whack for that. I don't care for Steve Harvey, and to me, he copied Richard Pryor's style anyway. So rest in peace, Richard Pryor, man. You a fake Richard Pryor. That's what you are. Same mustache and everything. Look like him, talk like him.
Out of Kings of Comedy, the only one I still follow is D.L. Hughley.
Shout out.
Yeah, I love DL.
DL be on it. He be all the political stuff and everything. He be on it. Shout out to DL. Shout out to Said the Entertainer too.
Yeah, what's Said doing? He got a new.
He watched
that show. Oh, okay. The Neighborhood is a funny show.
Is it?
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
We couldn't get into it. Didn't we try to watch it?
No, we never watched it.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Yeah, I like The Neighborhood.
I'm gonna check that
I
out.
like Said
Bernie
the Entertainer. Yeah, I like him.
Rest in peace to Bernie Mac.
Now Bernie Mac was the funniest. That
he's the funniest on the show.
Yeah.
Out of all Kings of Comedy, he was the funniest.
Yeah,
you a fake Richard Pryor, Steve Harvey. We don't like your suits. Don't like your books. None of that.
You like his suit. You try to get his suit for our wedding. Yes, you did.
But how many times you don't watch his movie?
What movie?
What's the name of the movie?
Steve Harvey.
Yeah,
I watch his movies. I ain't gonna front.
Not treated like a. Act like a.
Oh, he liked that. Think like a man. He liked that movie. You like that movie.
At first,
Think like a man. I was
gonna like it. Yeah, but she bought it for me for my birthday or Christmas?
Was years ago.
Yeah, and I actually liked it, but not because of him. Because people, Regina Hall. Shout out to Regina Hall's in the movie. Yeah. La. That's why I liked it. Yeah.
Okay.
But people out there listening.
Allstate man. What was the Allstate guy with the mom?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, the man with the deep voice.
And they used to play the song every time he came on the scene.
The man from he was on
Love and Basketball.
No, and Waiting to Exhale.
Yeah, him. Yeah, he was.
Oh yeah, he was a little asshole.
Whitney Houston side.
Jump off. Yeah.
Whatever.
People out there, leave your comments, man.
Jump off.
Can there be a platonic relationship of the opposite sex? Is that possible?
Do you think we need to distinguish if they're in a relationship or not? Because single people are going to agree to that 100%.
I think if you're single and you're friends, it don't matter. Yeah, I don't think you're friends with anybody and everybody.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad if you're single. If you're not married or anything. Single, I don't think it's bad.
Okay.
I don't think it is.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go into the next topic. You don't lie before we get into that. You got to play some music or something.
I got that. I don't need you to.
She can sing.
I do a little something.
Oh Lord, we gonna lose subscribers a little bit. We do got.
Yeah, I do a little.
Man, I don't really follow Steve Harvey like that. But
I don't follow him. And once they took him off the radio here, I really stopped following him.
I never followed him.
Well, you know what? I still watch a Family Feud. I don't think he hosts that anymore, but he was the best host.
Oh, so those are all reruns.
Yeah, I'll give him that.
Yeah, I don't think he does.
Yeah, he did good at Family Feud.
I mean, the only part of his radio show I like was the Strawberry Letter.
Oh yeah, them Strawberry Letters was crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, where I go? Because I don't see it on there.
You don't see what? You're getting on live, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the Steve Harvey show was good too.
Oh, the TV show?
Yeah, that was good.
I never watched that either.
No, that was good.
I mean, I watched when he was on there with the kids. What, Big Shot?
That was funny too.
That was funny.
That was cool.
Jarrell, get back to it. Your phone is set
He
up
borderline
weird.
preachy like Ricky Smiley. I don't be want to hear all that. Ricky Smiley is probably the worst.
He had to grow on me at first. I didn't like. I thought I just could not listen to him, but I like him now. He does give good advice sometimes.
Right. Well, in the morning, I listen to the Breakfast Club if I do listen to the radio. Yeah. Till Charlamagne get preachy, and then I don't want to hear that either.
You got it.
No, hold on.
But they talked about the Steve Harvey conversation, and both of them disagreed with him and said that they have
because they got friends.
Yeah, Envy was not having it. Envy was like, no.
And I'm quite sure Envy friendship with women is very minimal as well.
Because
he made that very clear.
Yeah.
He made that very clear.
You know, Charlamagne has female friends too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and I'm quite sure his relationship with them is minimal too, because she has a bad track record.
Who, Charlamagne? Oh yeah, I remember.
What he said? He just been faithful for the last 3 years or something.
No, it was like 3 years. It was more like
10.
It was like 8.
No, it's not that long.
It was like 8. It was long.
I don't think it's 8. I don't think it's that long.
But you know, he's really good friends with Tiffany Haddish.
Who?
So Charlamagne
is.
His wife probably ain't worried about Tiffany Haddish. Yes, ain't nobody worried about her.
And Envy wife, I don't think she too much. She not worried either. She got some guy friends too. So they have their understanding, and it's respect. You know.
The thing is, the guy friends that she have, they all know each other.
Right.
Yeah.
They grew up together. So
right.
Envy crazy, man.
I mean, I think it's too. It got to be mutual friends too.
Yeah, if you have
can't
mutual
just
friends,
be
a
one-sided thing.
Yeah.
You on live?
Yeah.
All right. So, what we about to get into? Let me pull it up because I forgot. This tequila is getting to me.
And again, man, out there listening, if you want to leave something for us to go over, the Thomas Gang 2020@gmail.com. Leave information on our email.
Okay.
Again, we're not experts.
We damn sure not, but we might need y'all help. If you guys are familiar with Eboni Williams, she was on the Wendy Williams show, I believe.
Yeah.
And she said she broke up with her fiance. They've been together for 4 years, and they were engaged during the pandemic. And right at the beginning of the pandemic, it came down to him being with his kids, quarantining with his kids, or him quarantining with her. And she made the statement that it kind of, the pandemic just really set the tone of her relationship, and she realized she's not first in his life. So she left. She broke up. She called it off because she was not first.
Hey, is that the homie? That's Pooh? That's Pooh Bear?
Let's say Bear Spikes?
Yeah, shout out.
Hey, Bear. So we posted a question on IG. Do you agree with Eboni Williams breaking up with her fiance because he quarantined with his kids instead of her?
We're going to let our guest go first.
Sasha Fierce.
Wow. I don't see a problem with what she did.
You don't?
With breaking up with him?
Explain.
I don't see a problem. I mean, I think I'm a person with no children.
Okay.
You date somebody with kids, sometimes it becomes a little difficult.
Mm-hmm.
True.
You know what I mean? Because you have an understanding that the person's kids are a priority. But she specifically made a point to say that they were, what'd she say, borderline adults or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Semi-adults.
Semi-adults.
Right.
So I think that had to be something triggering for her to make that distinction in her conversation.
Was it that, or was that something just to throw out there to make an excuse?
I think she was adding it to letting people know that these weren't babies.
So none of the kids were babies.
No.
Well, I didn't look up their ages, but the comment that she made it a point to say that.
Right, she did.
You know what I mean? Because she could have just said he had children and left it blank.
Was it one that was kind of semi-adult and 2 younger ones? I think.
I don't even know who this lady is.
Me either.
I just saw. I think she's on what? Housewives of New Jersey, New York. Something
she's
like
about
that.
to go on one of them shows.
Yeah.
She's a DA.
Yeah.
She's very intelligent. She has a podcast. She also has a show on Revolt. Like, she's very intelligent.
I mean, and also I feel like this. Though they were engaged. Mm-hmm. You still in the process of like figuring out if this is what you want to spend the rest of your life with, and at least she was bold enough to make a decision that a lot of people are not, to say that this wasn't for me.
Right.
Okay, because she could have got married and then said it and wasted the man's time. She did it in the beginning to say, hey, this wasn't for me. This isn't something that I want to be a part of. And you move on with your life. right, wrong, or indifferent. It's her life. You got the right to decide who you want to be with and who you don't want to be
why.
with.
You do.
And why.
You do.
And why.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You do.
And I think quarantine at that point made people have time to reflect on a lot of things in
No
their
doubt.
life.
Reality set.
And
No
I'm
doubt.
quite sure that was just not the only thing that occurred to make her say, I'm done. It was probably things that she won't talk about, that we won't ever know about. That was the final straw that made her say, no.
We got to go by what she said.
Yeah, but that could have been the reality of it. You know, this whole time she probably thought she was first in his life, and till it came down to him making a decision between him and his kids.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be multiple months of you not seeing someone. And you a person, you have no children, you have no spouse, you in the home by yourself. He crossed town having in a whole nother state, right?
They're not in the same state?
I think she was in New Jersey. He was going to New Jersey. She was in New York.
in Georgia or something. I don't know.
Wherever it was, they weren't going to be together. This was months and months. How long we were in quarantine? Minimum 4 or 5 months. What
Longer than that.
What is our relationship?
And
There is none.
Right. Well,
No,
I mean,
you
people
got
do
one. You're
long
engaged.
distance.
You're engaged. So you have a relationship.
But long distance is not for everybody.
Right. And I respect her for the decision that she made. She has that right.
She does.
Would I have done it? Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not, because I would understand, but you know, I do have kids, and I would understand if it were me, I'm going to be with my kids, and you know, if you decided you were not going to be cool with that, that's your decision.
But it makes me wonder, like I told you before, was he quarantining with the children in the house? Like, what kind of quarantining was this?
I know.
To the point that
that makes a difference.
That she couldn't join him.
Difference.
You know, like, was he quarantining with the children?
Well,
mother?
it was.
They didn't
She
say
was
that.
working.
Yeah.
She said what it is she was going to continue to work during the pandemic. He
Yeah.
wasn't.
Yeah.
I don't think he was going to work. And she did get COVID.
We're not going to add that because
But I'm
she
just
would've
saying
said
it's
it.
something to think about. Not necessarily.
nah, she would have said it. I seen her talk before. She don't hold back. You know what I'm saying? She's very, you know, speaks very well.
Right.
I'm going to disagree. I'm going to say that she was wrong.
For breaking up with him?
Absolutely.
Even though so she doesn't have the right to do what she wants with her life and
absolutely
make those
she
decisions?
does. Everybody have rights to make the choice that you want to make.
Mm-hmm. Even if she regrets it, that's still her right.
And she will. She's going to be old and alone.
That's not 100%.
That's a bit far fetched.
It's going to happen because let me tell you something.
She ain't gonna be old.
You couldn't tell her. He couldn't tell her that to her. He couldn't tell her, hey, live with me and forget about your kids. How would that go?
She
Let's
never
be
told
real.
him that. She
No.
never gave him that ultimatum. Let's be clear. She never said you have to choose me or your kids. That was never. She let
didn't
him
say
decide
that.
what he wanted to do. And when she realized, well, it's not me, I'm not first, I'm going to put whoever I'm with first. I want that in return. She has that right. She never gave him that choice.
She has that right. If he would have did that, how you think that would have went? You think that would have went good?
She probably would have been upset, but he would have had that right
it
as
would have
well.
been more upset.
You
It would
got
have
the
been.
right to not to be with people.
It would have been. You do, but you got to remember, regardless of the age, it was a pandemic that we still in. We don't know, and it was bad back then.
Yeah.
You got
Right.
kids. You don't know how bad this thing is. Y'all already don't live together.
But I don't think he's at fault either for choosing his
Absolutely
kids. Nobody's
not.
saying he's at fault for choosing his kids.
Hell
I
no,
think
he's
he
not.
did the right
Hell,
thing.
He did a good thing. Like,
Right.
I mean, the pandemic broke up a lot of people. Whether
Yeah.
you live together
Whether
or
you had
you live
kids
across
or
town,
not.
now I'm sure it would have. It'd have been great if they all could have lived together.
you would hope. You would think.
That would have been the ideal
would think.
situation.
But it looks like they have different households. It look like he has his own house. Like the mothers had their own house, and it look like she got her own house.
Yeah.
So he's doing, as a father, as a parent, what he's supposed to do.
Right. He made the right decision.
He absolutely
I
made the
have
right
to,
decision.
Yeah, say that. He made the right
And
decision.
to
me.
throw away a relationship for 4 years and you're engaged off of that.
I think it's more. It absolutely.
It could be
gotta
more, but we just
more
going by
to
what
this
she
story.
said.
Yeah,
She
but people, I mean, I know we talked about this before, and people had broken up for far more petty shit, like
Yeah,
less stuff
absolutely.
than that. And I don't think her decision to leave was petty. That I can't say was a petty
I won't
choice.
say petty. I'll just say it's a bad choice. I think it's selfish if you ask me. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think
But
it's a
in life,
selfish choice.
sometimes you got to be selfish. You got to live with you. They're not married. She's not making a decision for both of them. She's making a decision for herself.
Right.
But you're
That's
on
true.
you're on your way to being married, which is there is no self. So that's the step on you being together. And if you can't,
you're on your way, and
You're
on your
way.
way, you can choose to go left or you can choose to go right.
and
Before
you
you
can.
get there.
Before you
And you
get
can.
there.
Because what if she would have felt that while they were married? What if this is a decision they had to make while they were married, and she's sitting here with all these regrets because he's not with her?
Well, if they married, they should be together. You shouldn't be
not necessarily because, like she said, she still was continuing with her career, going to work. He was not.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they wasn't married.
But I feel like if you got that doubt, do what you got to do, because you don't want to go into your marriage and doubt. Most people don't have the strength. They think once they get engaged or they start planning their wedding,
gonna magically disappear.
It's gonna disappear, right. And then you think you obligated to move forward with it. No, she saw that this wasn't for her, and she bailed. That don't mean this is the end of her life, and she ain't gonna never find her a man who ain't gonna.
She's very attractive, but I think it'll be a while because. I'm gonna tell you what.
All these men come a dime a dozen.
No, but men think.
You just gotta pick one. No. Just go through your DM and pick one.
Listen, go through your DM and guys out there, like look at the example. Man, if you have kids, look at this.
Right.
This is not what you want. Yeah. She's gonna have you choose her over your kids.
But at the same time, she probably won't
get a person with kids.
Someone with kids. Now that she she done been through that. She done.
Let me tell you something, guy out there. If you listen to me, you probably not.
Who?
God saved you. You dodged a bullet. You dodged a damn bullet. Is she trying to have you choose between her and your kids? She
never asked him to choose.
It sounds like it.
She made the choice.
She made the choice. He made a choice.
She's gonna regret that choice.
Man, well, how you know them kids wasn't bad? She was.
Nah, y'all moving the goalposts. Y'all moving the goalposts. She ain't say nothing about no bad kids.
That's why she
ain't say nothing about no baby mama.
That's why she said that them kids was almost grown.
Nah.
Semi-adults or whatever.
And that's another thing. People have different views on, if you have grown kids, some people have different views. Like, why are you still supporting them? Why are you still doing for them?
Exactly.
I mean, I don't agree with that. I'm going to support mine. I don't care how old she get. I'm going to always support mine. Mine is going to, come first. And I would want whoever I'm dating to have that same relationship with his kids. You know what I mean? Because if you don't put your kids first, your children, we're going to just say they're under 18. They need you most. Your kids need you. They need both of their parents.
I'm questioning anybody's character who do something like this as a man. Like, I'm questioning
if he were to choose her. But the thing about it, she did not ask him to choose. She just said.
You said it without saying it, though.
She did not. Well, it just opened her eyes to see that she was not first.
She said 2 of which are the kids. It's 3 children.
It's 3.
2 of which are young adults.
Young adults meaning 18 and under.
No.
We're going to go with that.
Young adults probably mean like between 21 and 18.
They could be in college.
Yeah. And 1 is under. And 2 are which are young adults, and he chose to quarantine with them in New Jersey. I think for her to
he was in Jersey and she was in New York.
Yes.
Okay, not that far. Hour away at tops.
But during the pandemic, especially in the very beginning, everybody was scared to leave their house at one point.
It was serious.
And you didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, this thing was serious. People were dying left and right, especially up there. It was real bad up there in the beginning. Right. So now you telling me to choose you?
She did not say that.
Or put you
that
first
was never a question,
over my kids?
Though. So now you moving the goalpost.
I'm not moving the goalpost.
She never asked him to choose.
She said she didn't feel number 1.
Right.
Oh, what does that mean?
That means that could be considered a standard. Some people can, want to be like, you know what? I want to be number 1 in a man's life. There's nothing wrong with that. And vice versa. Some men want to be number 1 in their women's life. But this was just the reality of it. She's seen
he could not say that
herself.
To her. He could not say that to her.
People have the right, but that's the thing.
She has
Nobody
the right.
is obligated or entitled to any.
Well, she'll
be
hurt.
More than that for a woman to cancel. It said she canceled her whole wedding. That's a lot. That's embarrassment you got to deal with.
She gonna regret this. We're gonna look back on this. She gonna regret this.
I don't think so.
It had to be more because you would consider the kind of person he is. Also, you know what I mean? Like, this is somebody you getting ready to marry. He had to be your king. That one guy that you knew was just gonna make you happy for the rest of your life.
And oftentimes when women are ready to leave, you be done made that decision 6-7 months ago.
Right.
So, 6-7 issues ago.
Yeah. So it wasn't like generally. I know for me in my life, you don't be done made it up that moment. For most
for that
women,
one thing.
That one thing. It be just things just
it could
piling
be.
up, piling up, piling up.
And it could have been things where she felt like she wasn't priority.
Yeah.
It could have been.
That was the icing on the cake.
Exactly.
It could have been, but we're not adding anything else to the pot. We only going by what she said on Wendy Williams.
Well, sometimes when you make soup, you gotta add other ingredients.
Well, we're gonna go what's in the soup. We're not adding no more. We're going by what she said.
You got to add other ingredients.
We're going by what Wendy said.
Yes.
She said because of the kids, and
Celery
she
and
wasn't
potatoes.
feel like she wasn't number one. We're going with that.
I'm telling you, that one line that say them were semi-adults was very telling. You wouldn't
She
have
could have just threw that
mentioned
there.
that.
She could have just threw that
She
in there.
threw that in there because, you know, you don't want to get on national TV and tell all your business.
Right.
But you're going to put a little bit in there to give some kind of clue
And okay,
that he wanted to go hang out with these semi-adult kids who
sound
probably
like
ain't want to hang out with him.
it sounded like he had his own place. We don't know if the mother situation is, you know what I'm saying? So now you're asking these so-called young adults to watch these other two kids. Do we want that?
Well, let me ask you this, okay?
No, we don't. We don't. We
Let
don't.
me ask you this. Let's stir the pot of the soup a little bit. What if he was quarantining with the baby mama? Would you understand?
different.
That's
Would you?
no.
No, I'm just saying.
No,
Let's. Would
course
you
not.
understand her decision
Absolutely.
if he was quarantining with the baby mama and the kids?
Of course. That's different, though. Come on. That's
A lot of
obvious.
people probably did it, you know.
Yeah, a lot of
Rent
people
was
did
high.
it.
The other person ain't know about it.
You got that right.
But if they knew about it, it would be a no-no.
Nah, she
I
ain't
don't know.
gonna
They
be
say
here.
a lot of stuff going on nowadays, you know, because rent and everything is so high
Yeah.
that people are divorcing, but they are not moving out. And so the other person is moving on and, you know,
That's some
getting a
crazy
new
stuff
spouse.
there, man.
Oh
And
yeah, we know some.
yeah,
Wow. That's some
So-
crazy stuff, man.
you know, crazy.
Well, I think she'll regret it. That's just my opinion. I think so.
They don't live with regrets.
If
Just
if
move on.
that's, yeah, okay. She's going to regret it. I heard he was white, too. I don't know how true that is.
Who?
The guy.
Oh, let me.
I don't know. Hey, look that up.
Let me Google.
Hey, if he was
Look,
white.
how much money he
hey,
made?
That's what I'm saying. If
He made
was-
more than her?
Listen, if he was white,
Oh, it had to be some other shit.
she going to regret it. Because he got good credit. And she ain't going to forget
Especially
it.
if he got with her and her name Ebony.
You
Tell
know
me.
what?
Tell
That
me
is
that.
so wrong.
he
No,
got good
no,
credit.
it looks like he was black.
He was black.
I think he's black.
Oh, okay. That's a shame.
She's still going to regret it. You know how hard it is out here to get
she
somebody?
would never admit it though.
It's hard
Someone
to find
like
somebody.
That,
It's hard to find
it's
somebody.
hard for us, for everyday normal folk to
It's
find
hard for
somebody.
anybody.
But somebody
No.
like her,
It's hard for anybody to find somebody.
Well, yeah.
I don't care you got money or
That's
not.
true too, because we can talk about the whole J-Lo thing. I don't know what's going on with that.
Let me ask y'all that while we on
J-Lo
that.
got some bad cooter.
Is that what it
No,
is?
I'm
Don't
good.
say that. No.
Okay, hold on. That's
No.
good you brought that up. So what does that mean? That she cannot stay married or keep a guy? Is it an issue with the guys or is it an issue with her?
I think
about
sometimes
it.
when you are a powerful woman, you got your own career, you got your own
You have
life.
less tolerance for.
You got less tolerance for a lot of BS.
I agree.
It's hard. All of this, you know, being this demure and domesticated, or
You're not going
this-
to be as forgiving for
Exactly.
certain things.
Especially if you probably look at his past history, he probably dated women that had less. So he's used to a woman acting a certain way, of, you know, putting him on a pedestal. And then you got J-Lo, you know, bitch,
Like
she's
I'm
a
the
boss.
bitch, right?
She performed at what, Super Bowl or wherever the hell she
Yes, she
was
did.
at the inauguration. Like,
Yes, she did.
She's a boss.
That's bull.
Well,
That's
what you
not
think?
with it.
What do you think?
It's her.
It is. It's her.
It's her. Like this been going on for over decades. One or two guys I could see. Should we go down the list? Should we go
let's
down the
not.
list?
Let's
We
not
should
do
go
that.
down. We should
We're
go
not
down the
gonna
list.
I mean, but
We
it
should-
came out that he possibly had cheated.
Yeah, they
I ain't
did.
hear that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it came
that
out.
was what the
That
story
was the main
that
thing.
he was cheating.
Only thing that I heard is that they agreed that they're better as friends. I ain't hear no cheating.
No,
No,
right?
it
The
did
day
come out
before
that he
that,
was
they
cheating.
had the first breakup. Somebody came out and said he was cheating.
A-Rod was cheating?
Yes.
I didn't hear that. Where y'all got that from? Shade Room?
Yeah, ain't that's what the news
No,
said? TMZ.
Same thing.
A-Rod said he had a little
A female
No, he
female
didn't. No,
friend.
he didn't.
Yeah, he had a Google it. Look it up.
Y'all Google it right now.
Mm-hmm.
It'll come
Yeah,
up.
I it may very well be her.
It is her. Come on now. She married a dancer and couldn't even keep that.
Cause he was
Come
dancing
on.
and she had to pay him.
She got tired. Yeah,
Shit,
she got
you wanna
tired
take him off
of
the
doing
payroll.
everything.
Yeah,
it's her. She needs help.
And Mark Anthony cheated.
Do we know that for sure?
He had an affair with. Remember, he had an affair with Jada Pinkett when they was doing that show.
Oh,
remember?
Yeah,
and right after that, because her and Will was also having problems around that same time.
I used to like that.
The J-Lo was like, I don't got to deal with this shit, so she left him.
Yeah,
around that same time, and all that broke out on the
Ben Affleck.
Hell, Ben Affleck is an alcoholic. Don't put him in.
So why she back? They've been
seen
with her. No, they've been seen together. I'm not saying they back.
I don't
with
think
each other.
I don't think she going down that road again. Yeah, he got too many other issues.
Puff Daddy.
Oh my gosh,
she wasn't about that life. She wasn't ready for that.
Cassie,
but
Kim
she
Porter,
was scared. She was scared of the lifestyle. Puff Daddy.
She was getting shot at. What is it? Shoot out or something?
Yeah, it only take one time for you to shoot at me, and I'm gone.
Yeah.
Who else you got?
I'll pull up a whole bunch of names on here. It's her. God. Like, listen. One of my favorite words. We need to have accountability. Like, you have to admit that something is wrong.
I'm not saying that it might not be her, but
hold on now. David Cruz for 10 years. Wesley Snipes. They dated at the Money Train. A lot of people ain't know that.
He only like Asian.
I can't pronounce this nigga name. Ojunanua. This is from Selena.
Are you seriously going down the list?
Yeah. Puff Daddy. We know she left because shooting in the club. Yeah,
this might take all night. Because
I stopped live.
I think it's just
Chris Judd.
Oh God, that
she
was
married.
Dancer,
that's
right?
a dancer. She married. It's their second marriage now. Ben Affleck.
He's a cheater.
Mark Anthony. That's the longest tenure she had. Who is this? Who is this nigga?
He got into an
Casper. Another dancer.
It's a dancer. Yeah.
2 dancers. I'll be damned. Who is this guy? Oh, is he on Dancing with the Stars? I didn't even know she dated that guy.
She did.
Oh, she did.
It's on him.
Oh, Maximo.
Drake has Smash.
Oh my God, that's just false there.
And A-Rod.
You see somebody with somebody now you dating.
Listen,
right?
You need help. You need help.
But
she need help.
The only difference between her and a lot of women is that she's in the public eye because a lot of people. Why? Because she has been with a lot of men,
and it's not working. Like, you don't think somebody need help if you've been with multiple people and it's not working?
The lady is 50.
Help. So what? 50-year-olds need help?
It's a lot of 50-year-olds who have the same number of bodies J-Lo has.
You're not keeping nobody. You've been married 3 times. You need help. Come on now.
I mean, the lady done lived multiple lives. What's wrong with that?
She's a sucker for love and she needs help.
And that's the problem. A lot of women are sucker for love and want to be a superhero. Take your cape off and let them suckers fly on their own. No more saving them. They need to save themselves.
Seriously.
She needs help. She do need to save herself.
Yeah. No, she need to stop saving them.
No, she's not. Who's she saving other than the dancers? That's it.
A-Rod.
2 out of 20.
She revived his little career.
No, she didn't. No.
Oh my gosh. Being on the armor.
Paid.
Nobody. He was paid, but I'm like, he didn't have that limelight.
Yeah,
she prettied him up.
She
put him in a nice suit.
He already had nice suits.
She upgraded him.
No,
she upgraded him.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, she purple labeled
I'm gonna tell you straight up. I don't follow baseball. I didn't know who A-Rod was until he got with J-Lo. Yeah. But I'm just saying,
one of the highest paid players ever in history.
But you would have to follow baseball to know that. If you're not a baseball fan, who would know that?
He's a Hall of Famer.
Jose Canseco.
I understand that.
So
but if you're not a baseball fan. What'd you say?
She couldn't upgrade him.
I only know that from the Rick Ross song.
Wow. She couldn't upgrade him. Like, A-Rod is a.
Well, he damn sure didn't upgrade her.
He was known, but she brought him into pop culture.
No, she did.
Yes, she did. A-Rod wasn't on the blogs.
I mean, that's a good thing.
No,
you don't want to be on the blogs.
Yeah, you want to keep your name out there. She jazzied him up.
He upgraded her.
Yeah. No,
no, he didn't.
I seen A-Rod in person. That dude looked like he had some money. That boy had a bad leather jacket on, boy. Man,
ain't wasn't nobody taking a picture of him. But when J-Lo got with him, they was taking pictures of him.
He didn't need J-Lo. J-Lo needed him.
No,
I don't know about that.
That's why he got her that big old rock.
Truth, man. But
go J-Lo, do your thing.
Out there, tell us what you think, man.
Move on.
Leave a comment. Hit the like button. If something wrong with J-Lo, let us know. It is.
Oh, well, that's the same thing they say about Halle Berry.
Yeah, something's wrong with her.
But Eric Benet, didn't he say she was dry? Like
he said that
he's a sex addict.
He insinuated that.
Yeah.
He's a sex addict. Yeah.
Oh, he
came out and said that Halle Berry made him say that so that she wouldn't look bad.
What?
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, he came out and said that he really wasn't no sex addict. That it was a publicity thing.
Man.
I believe that because that happens. David Justice used to whoop on your butt, and she messed with Wesley Snipes as well.
Oh man,
something's wrong. Like she's messed up.
But why we don't talk about men when they run through women?
We talk about them all the time. You not tired of talking about men?
No. I talk about them all day.
I bet you can.
No,
they running through everybody.
Women F up too.
I feel like this. We in a day and time where if it's not right,
okay,
don't live your life in misery.
Okay,
move on. You got the money, go.
Go. Hell,
that's why
if you don't have the money, go.
Great grandparents stayed together for 50 years, not because
why is that? Why is that?
Because Joe paid the bills.
What else?
Joe stayed home. I mean, she stayed home. That was it.
No, it's more than that.
Well, you think they took them vows seriously?
Yes.
You's a lie.
Okay.
More serious than people do nowadays.
You's a lie.
Why
ain't had no money? Joe was paying all the bills.
Joe was paying all the bills, and Joe had multiple families too.
And Joe made her have 13, 14 kids.
But guess what they had? They had respect and understanding for each other.
Oh, that she wasn't gonna go cross town and go confront his
they gonna work it out.
She better respect him.
But they gonna work it out. They gonna work it out.
I mean, it's a difference in working it out because you want to, or working it out because you got to.
Right, there is a difference.
And you do have options. That's the number one excuse. But then you're able to pay your own stuff, but then you buy yourself forever. So what you rather have?
That don't mean you unhappy.
That's true.
Deep down inside, you are.
No,
you just don't want to say it. You just don't want to say it. You are happy. No. Just because you can pay your own stuff doesn't mean you're happy.
By myself, I don't have no kids. I'd rather be by myself than have a sucker playing me.
Hello.
But when you want to be with somebody.
You think I want to sucker play
me? No, come on, Jarrell. You know better than that.
He don't have to be playing you, but you want to be with somebody.
So basically, what you're saying is
you want somebody who's honorable. But I'm just saying, if you have to make the choice between being with somebody who's gonna play you
or being alone,
But why is it more? Why was I like Big Mama was strong? Is the strongest person in the family, stronger than Grandpa, stronger than everybody.
And women, that's the problem. Women, we are tired of being the strongest one. We don't get a point in life to be vulnerable.
Women is not the strongest one. Big Mama is the strongest one.
Ain't she a woman?
Big Mama. Everybody under her. Everybody under her is the strongest. She is the woman. Everybody under her.
She's a woman.
Everybody under her ain't strong.
Black women in this world are tired of being the strong one. You the strong friend. You the strong one. You got to carry your family.
You don't have to be. Who say you got to be the strongest all the time?
Because most of these suckers,
no, they don't.
I call them suckers because I don't call them men.
Some of them
most of these suckers was raised by their mama, and their mama didn't teach them how to be a man. Right?
You can't. She can't.
She can't.
Right.
So what that makes the woman have to come in. She got to tell them where to go, how to do this. You want to go to school? You want to go do this? You want to get a job? Let me fill out your job application. Let me drive you down there. You need a car? Let me get on the credit for you. She got to be strong. She got to be the backbone, the head, the neck.
She don't have to be strong. I think
she don't have to be.
But you're speaking from CC. You speaking from a different thing because
you've
had your father.
Yes,
you had your father.
Okay.
But these men who are fatherless and don't know how to do it every day. But it's a lot of these men that are in relationships with these so-called strong women.
And she has no choice but to be strong. She got to go to work, feed the kids, clean the house.
And pay the bills.
Everybody ain't doing that. Y'all ain't doing that. It's women out there who have both of their parents and they feel like they got to be strong when they don't have to be. If you're doing all that, you don't need to be in that relationship. That's your fault.
Exactly.
That's your fault. But every woman don't have to be strong. They choose to get that title. You don't have to be strong.
Because what happened to the Big Mamas?
Yeah,
and her
Big Mama's dead. Big Mama's no longer.
Because who wants to be that strong? But if you're in a relationship with a man who wants to be that strong, it's supposed to balance out. It's supposed to be equal.
There's no equality.
Has not cultivated in. Okay, we not the woman sitting at the house taking care of the umpteen kids and our grandkids.
Yeah, they
but women are still having to carry a large load.
How? In what?
You got most. Okay, we can go back to slavery, right? When we go back to slavery.
No, now what load do they have to carry now?
No, I'm finna say it started back then. It set a bad precedence that in slavery, when they sold the man, right, separated the family. Generation after generation after generation after generation, it's been a separation of the man from his family.
Okay.
To this day,
a lot of women
have babies by men, right? He going in the wind. He going in the wind, and he done started him another family across town.
One scenario.
What is she doing? She having to be that strong woman that go to work, care for them kids, come home. She ain't getting no financial support. I'm not saying every woman. I'm saying a lot of women. So Big Mama may not look like the Big Mama that we picture in our head that's in Soul Food movie.
Right.
But she looked like another type of woman. And that's still going on
And that's
today.
It's a heavy burden.
A lot of them guys ain't around because y'all got rid of them.
Cause they cheated. They
Some
no
of them
good.
need
So
to
you
get
supposed
rid
to.
of.
So you telling me she's supposed to stick around if he messes up, or if he's playing her, or if he's not doing what he's
He's
supposed
sitting
to
at the
do?
house playing Steve.
Everybody don't do that. Man, that's so old.
King.
That's so old. Everybody don't do that. If
If
a guy's doing that, you don't need to be with him.
Exactly.
But that's one scenario. Every guy don't play Madden.
But okay,
He dropping her off in her car.
Everybody don't do that.
Oh yeah, that too.
Everybody don't do that though. A lot of the guys are gone because you got rid of them.
So you're saying Big Mama needs to still be present with a man in the house? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Even though he got a family over there. Like, what if his family over there and he got a family
It's up to the individual to take that. Like, if you want to stay, that's on you. If you want to leave, that's on you. It's up to the individual. So you know what I'm saying?
That's what I say. If you leave,
it's up to you.
It doesn't make, just because you leave don't make you unhappy deep inside.
But if you by yourself forever, what does that mean?
But being by yourself does not mean you're miserable. Like, how do you make that make sense?
And even though you're able to do things, 1 + 1 is 2.
It's better. It doesn't make
that's all I'm saying.
It doesn't make you unhappy.
That's all I'm saying.
It's better to have. It's always good to have help.
That's all. If you want,
it doesn't make you unhappy.
If you want to be by yourself, that's fine. But 1 + 1 is 2.
But there's a lot of people in relationships and they still by themselves.
Oh, that's a good point.
They doing it by themselves.
Black people.
That's good too.
Black people.
White people too.
More black people than white people.
That's true.
I don't know about white love. I ain't in their life. I ain't in their culture. I don't walk down their street. I walk down in black people's street.
It's more black people. I guarantee you, it's more black people than white. That's about them because they preach it. It's preached.
Yeah.
That's all. That's the only reason I'm saying. And when I'm saying it again, I'm not asking you to deal with any kind of abuse
because you don't disrespect.
If you don't want to deal with it, don't deal with it.
Okay.
But my thing is, for some strange reason, it ain't because they had no options. All the big mamas didn't have any options. Some of them did, but they chose to stay for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying.
Most likely financial.
Nigga whooping you up and all that. You don't have to deal with that. Yeah. Nobody deserves that.
Right.
Financial abuse is abuse too.
You know what I'm saying?
Manipulation.
Yeah.
But it's just
I got the carry.
It's just for some reason it's just they a lot stronger there. And I
can't say that's strong.
They have more reasons. They tolerate it more. I don't know if they're stronger. They tolerate it more.
That takes strength.
We need to stop insinuating strength and tolerance. That's not the same thing. Because on the same token, you could say that's weak. Because a strong woman would be able to stand on her own. She got them kids. You go do whatever you want to go do.
She have to do
and go take care of kids. That don't necessarily make you strong because you stayed.
Right.
No, you can look at that and say she's weak because she stayed. She was scared to go out there and do for herself. It take a lot of strength to be out here on your own and do it. It take a lot of strength for you to leave what's comfortable and move on.
True.
That is true.
I'm sorry.
Girl,
I'm not going to be laying next to no man. I'm getting up, my feet hitting the ground, go to work. And he's sitting at home watching this cable
but
and sucking up my AC.
Who's doing that,
Plenty of them.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that do that.
That's a reflection of you.
I ride down 6th Street every day. Why is these people outside at 7 o'clock in the morning?
But if you're doing that, that's a reflection on you because you chose that person. Like if I choose a chick who
the dating pool is shallow.
But like you said,
so
you'll be happy by yourself. That's like me picking a promiscuous chick.
Yeah.
If I know she's promiscuous, I can't get mad because that's who I chose. Right. That's my fault. That's a reflection of me.
I think sometimes, especially when you're young, you living in the dream of the possibility.
Old people too. Yeah.
Because they listening to people like you who's saying that it's better to be with somebody than being alone. So then you meet this sucker. Because I don't call them men. I tell you, I don't call them men. You meet this sucker, and you just happy to find somebody to keep to just lay with.
Right. But that's what I said. It's up to who you decide to choose.
We need to change the narrative. You need to find you somebody who's going to respect you,
On
who
both
gonna
ends.
honor you.
Right.
Yeah, I'm
On
not
both
saying that.
ends.
That's why I said someone.
On
I ain't
both
say
ends.
man or female. You
Yeah.
need to find you someone who gonna honor you, respect you, who gonna go in half and half, and y'all gonna
Right.
do
But
this
this
thing
is what
together.
we're gonna say too.
Right.
But the
because-
dating pool,
But this is what we
is
got.
shallow.
This is what we got to say too. All big mamas was not cheat and hit on. Some of them actually was happily married for 50, 60 years.
Yeah, some.
And somehow, some way that worked. So we need to look at
But wait
them.
a minute. If they were
That's what I'm
happy,
saying.
but that's still going on now. Now, if you mean they were not hit or cheated on, it's
That's
some
what I said.
people
Every
in this
big mama,
generation-
every big mama didn't stay home and didn't work and they relied on the dude.
But
It's
that's
big
going
mamas
on
who
now.
work too. No,
but
it's
it's
not.
going on now.
No, it's not. No, it's
It's
not.
going on
Not
now.
like back then. Not
Women
like back
are
then.
not leaving if their men are
They're
not
leaving.
hitting or cheating on them.
They're leaving.
How so? In
The
what
divorce
way?
rate is higher than ever.
Because the men are cheating or
It
hitting.
don't matter. It don't
Right, and
but it don't
finances
matter
plays a
how they
big
doing
part,
it, but they're
though.
leaving. That's my point. They're leaving. So it's
But
not
you
the
just
same
said
as it
Big
was.
Mama stayed in a happy relationship because she was not being hit or cheated on.
I said not all big mamas were being hit and cheated on. Some of them actually were,
And they
stayed. Some of them actually had a good
Of course,
marriage
that's
and they
when you
stayed.
would stay
That's
in
when
a
you.
relationship.
But
right,
we're not.
and to that
But
point,
we're not looking at
everybody
them.
would stay if that was the case.
Yeah.
Even now.
But we can't say all of them just they had no options and they wasn't working.
I'm
and they was
saying the
getting beat on.
vast majority of them. The vast majority.
There was some who didn't go
women
through
in the
that.
workforce was not the same as women in the workforce.
Of course.
Today.
And
Okay.
y'all still battling.
So back then, if you had 13 plus kids,
Oh, yeah.
or you've been with Johnny since you was
Don't be
12
no
years
fool,
old,
right? You better
you
take
ain't
that
going
help.
nowhere.
Right.
Mm.
You're not. It's different. It's different
Yeah.
times, different situations,
Even my
different
mom.
circumstances.
My mom called herself was going to my grandma's house one time. My grandma was like, "You better go back home. You can't come in with these kids."
All these
Shout out
damn
to the
kids.
big mamas, man. Who
Well, my grandma
made
was
it
the
through.
opposite. My grandma ain't deal with that.
Big
My
mamas
grandma
is
had
dead.
a lot of kids, and to this day, since I'm 34, I have never seen my grandma with a man.
I told you, my grandmother
Ever.
said she never was married because she never want no man telling her what to do.
And my great grandmother,
I'm just
she
saying,
wasn't. God rest her soul. She was not married. She had a companion, but they slept in opposite
we gotta
rooms.
change. We gotta
Well,
change that.
that was a lot of stuff.
Right.
We
That
gotta
happened
change
a lot.
that. Yeah, we gotta
So
change
that's
that
another
narrative.
reason probably
of,
why they
of-
stayed together. They gave each other
It
space.
start at home. You want to have good, healthy relationships. You need to cultivate good children. Good, bring forth good children.
That's a start.
I think sometimes women are so keen on making sure they groom their daughters to be, good for their spouse and take care of their house, clean and cook and doing all that. And then the boy is like, he's accustomed to his sister coming to cook for him, his mama doing this for them, but we're not cultivating good men.
Everybody need help.
Everybody
And
need
again,
help.
that's one
But I'm just
scenario.
saying
That's one scenario.
that a lot of times you're not
Right.
raising men. Like if a woman has a daughter and a son,
But that's because a lot of men, a lot of fathers are not there to do that.
hold
Like
on.
you said, the mothers are, doing
the talk.
shaping
We
the
can't. We
daughters.
can't just put
But
that
the
on
father-
men. We can't do that.
No,
I'm not gonna let you
she's
do that.
saying the ones that the fathers are not there.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of those men that are getting into these relationships and they don't know what to do as a man. We're not talking about the men who are being raised with their fathers.
Yeah, exactly. I'm quite
But-
sure it's a
but-
high percentage of single.
Of course,
family
and
kids.
it's a lot of girls being raised by their daughters not being raised right.
Yeah.
So we can't just put it on
the
one.
truth.
But
Because
it does
then-
start. It does start at
because
home.
It
So-
does affect the woman that she then becomes try to be the boy mother. Because she has
Right.
been raised to be mothering. So when
Right.
she get a man, she wants to be his mother. Not
And
his
tell him
spouse.
what
She
to
wants to be
do.
his,
Right.
exactly.
Right.
Doing what now?
Telling him what to do because that's what she was used to. That don't make it right. That's not right.
She gonna treat him like she treating one of her little brothers. Mama says you gotta go clean the kitchen. Mama said you gotta
Yeah,
go
that's
do
a-
this.
that's
Mama
a
said you
no-no.
gotta go do
Right.
that.
That's a no.
Yeah, that's
Right.
a no. I think people need to start making good children in order for us to see the future and the future be better.
Yeah.
It gotta start
And,
at the home.
and once they get older,
yeah.
older women have to talk, or older people have to talk to the people that's younger.
yeah.
Older men have to talk to younger men. Older women have to talk to younger women. And it can't be that same negative mentality. It can't. It's just not gonna work.
I mean, they gotta have a conversation and not just talking at them, but talking to them. There's a
right? You can't
difference.
preach them, but you can't.
Yeah.
You can't.
Right.
You
Because
can't.
this
You
younger
can't.
generation don't listen the same as our
No, they
generation.
don't.
Your
Yeah.
mama said put that down, you put it
Yeah.
down.
And
These
that was
kids-
it. And it wasn't, but I'm only playing with it for 5 more minutes. Put that shit
Exactly.
down.
Well, you have to actually have a real conversation with them, but you can't preach them what didn't work for you, because they're going to be exactly just like you, and you don't want to do that. If that continues, it's just a domino effect, and you're not going to move as people.
And we creating the same generations. You
over and over.
Stuff over and over. Yeah. Your mama did it, and you do it.
You can't do that. Can't do that.
You got to break them cycles.
Can't do that.
Some way, somehow.
Can't do that, man.
All right, I think we went over the time.
We sure did, man. We are out, man. Again, check us out on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts.
Let us know what y'all think about the conversation.
Got to rate, comment, and subscribe.
Oh, yeah,
there you
please.
go. Hit the damn bell and all that good stuff. All right, man. Thomas Gang. Right. We out.